Fin Elevate, your company, like what types of things do they want to solve immediately that take months or quarters to get done? Is there anything in particular that pops to mind?
Yeah, I mean, addressing really any of the major foundational elements of the financial side of your business are much like the sales piece, right? There's an element of kind of decision making. That's the easy part. There's also an element of behavior and sustained behaviors, right? So to your point, whether we're talking about working with a client about helping them on their pricing, if we're trying to fix cash flow is the easy one that I always use, right? If we're talking about, improving your cash flow, I can't just give you a secret sauce and all of a sudden it works. We can't just do one round of follow-ups on, the outstanding invoices that haven't been paid, or make one little tweak to your process and all of a sudden cash flow goes away. It's going to take several months for it to play out. And exactly like you're saying, I love what you said. I always call that moment the wobble. I kind of say, hey, we're going to try something new. There's a bit of a balance to it. And we all have to acknowledge on the front end, at some point, this thing is going to wobble. The question is not whether it'll wobble. The question is whether you're going to double down or you're going to use the wobble as the excuse that it doesn't work. And exactly to your point. I mean, I think taking it even a step further is like, hey, who's going to point to the wobble? Who's going to be Steve, right? Who's going to point to the wobble and say, see, that's it. I told you it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Let's stop. And,
right.
The reality is that's why, just like what you're doing, there are best practices that are unquestionably the right way to do things. And I think if those aren't your expertise, just like what you help companies with, we help companies with being kind of the co-pilot on their financial journey.